Make Summer Count is a collaborative between public education partners, Greenville County Schools, 29 participating elementary schools that are part of Greenville County Schools, and Scholastic Incorporated, coming together to eliminate summer reading loss for thousands of students in Greenville County. And we do that in two different ways. One is we build home libraries. We make sure that students are able to self-select 10 free new high-interest on-grade level books to build home libraries. And second, we invite families to come back to school in the summer to engage in family literacy activities. And we believe, and research shows, that those two particular interventions, the combination of them, can really go a long way to maintaining reading levels over the summer.
We know that students have a tendency to regress over summer if they don't have a means, and Make Summer Count actually levels the playing field for all students. It puts literature, it puts books, which is a wonderful world and experience for our children to have.
My favorite part about Make Summer Count was choosing my own free books, because I got to choose the books that I wanted, and I get to read the books that I like every single day sometimes.
I think when students are able to choose their own book and not just have a book given to them, they take a lot more ownership in that. And we know as educators, students are going to read more if they had a part in choosing their book.
I like getting 10 free new books, and they're not any kind of library, and they're just mine.
It makes you have good feelings about yourself when you read. You feel happy and joyful, and you can just read all the good books you want to.
Reading impacts everything that we do, no matter what career, and to be able to just plant that seed so early on in our young people, where they not only will get help building their own libraries, but to be able to bring also parents along in the journey, and to be able to them to be part of that team, and then the community pretty much coming together. When the community comes together, we all win. It's basically the community taking ownership of our own success.
I liked how I could read with my parents, and I could show them how good I was at reading. They taught me to read a little bit louder and proud.
We are really showing that we can move the needle on eliminating summer reading loss at scale. If we can figure out how to best support that continuation of growth in terms of their reading, then we think all kids win. And if all kids win, then our community wins. And if our community wins, then South Carolina wins.
Innovate is this really unique program that we created back in the spring of 2013, and it's focused on after-school and summer programs for at-risk youth in our West Greenville neighborhood. It focuses on academics, but also social and leadership skills to really empower these children to reach their full potential and be productive members of society.
My favorite thing is on Innovate is that we do our homework, we do station like math and language, art, and science and social study, and play games. In the summer, I went to the Columbia Zoo. If we didn't have Innovate, I couldn't go to the Columbia Zoo because sometimes my dad doesn't have time to go because he works every day.
The students are near and dear to my heart just because I was a kid who grew up in this neighborhood as well. One of my favorite things about teaching Innovate is being able to do hands-on activities and out-of-the-box activities that help them with their curriculum in the classroom.
At the end of the night, we go and eat dinner as a family. We get to follow those students up into high school, so we get to still see the progression, and then if they need tutoring, we're also able to provide tutoring for those students as well.
The Innovate program is important to the students because it gives them a safe place that they can stay after school instead of running around in the streets at home. And it also helps them with the academics that they need, the extra support that is needed in school.
We work very hard to keep a halo effect around the Innovate program. So you can't sign up for it, you can't try out for it, you have to be chosen. And we tell the students that they are chosen based on their potential and their character and their academic performance. So the number one thing it does is it makes these kids feel special, and it is a real confidence builder. Leaders have to come from every corner. If Greenville's going to be successful, then every part of Greenville has got to be successful. Every part of South Carolina has got to be successful. We can't leave pockets of people behind.
Camp IROC is a free 8-week summer camp for children who struggle with reading. It was formed in 2014 after United Way of Pickens County identified that summer learning loss was one of our greatest educational challenges.
The biggest success of Camp IROC to me is that we're removing summer learning loss barriers for children. They start the next year much more prepared than they would have been had they not had any camp experience over the summer.
We're teaching them how to work well with others, teaching them how to persevere in the face of difficult circumstances, teaching them how to live a healthy lifestyle, all these things that ultimately help to develop them to grow to become leaders of our community, our state, our country, because that's who these kids are. They're going to grow up and they're ultimately going to lead our nation. And so the earlier we can get them, the earlier we can positively impact them and close the achievement gap, then we're setting them up for greater success later on in life. And that's really what camp is about.
It is unique because it is summer camp. It is not summer school. And we're doing this intensive literacy instruction as well as having those children have so much more fun than they can ever imagine. They love Camp IROC. 94% of our children indicated that they felt better about themselves and better about school, and that's one of our goals.
We have been completely excited about the engagement of our community. Between these community partnerships, whether you're talking about the United Way, the YMCA, we have partnerships with Call Me Mr. Interns, with Pickens County First Steps, and we've seen everything in our community expand because of Camp IROC. So it's given us a platform to speak from and to engage our community in ways that we never dreamed were possible. There's a lot to it, and we've been very excited about the impact it's made. I don't think there's anybody that you would talk to that doesn't understand or value the importance of being a reader. There isn't an occupation you're going to have that you don't have to have a reading skill set with. We're passionate about the fact that we want every child in Pickens County to be a reader, to be a successful, proficient, joyful reader.